Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, widely known as ISIS, is an Islamic extremist rebel group that controls large parts of Iraq and Syria. It also has operations in Africa, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. The beginning of this group can be traced back to 1999, when Abu Musab al-Zawahiri made the group, and then he made allies with Al-Qaeda in 2004. The group fought against the US during the Iraqi War. In 2007, ISIS seemed to have disappeared from the world stage, until 2010, ISIS' second leader, who used to be a US war prisoner, took over and got the group back on track. In June 2014, ISIS stormed into the western parts of Iraq, taking control of the border and cities. That's when people started to really notice ISIS's rise. Later that month, ISIS proclaimed itself the Caliphate, the global Islamic State, and commanded all the world's Muslims to obey its leader. They are brutal, highly organized, and incredibly rich.
Since June of last year, ISIS has attacked and occupied some of the cities of Nineveh province in Iraq, starting from the second biggest city in Iraq, Mosul, and the other cities like Tikrit, Talifa, as well as the capital of Iraq, Baghdad. They have robbed huge amounts of money from banks, and over 40 hostages have been held. ISIS have also used some ways to threaten citizens and government. They have used cruel ways, such as murdering and torturing people who disobey the orders of ISIS. They have even caught 2 Japanese and have recorded videos of hostages and released them on the internet, such as Twitter and YouTube, to show to the public and the government to earn more money. These actions have created a lot of chaos in Iraq and Syria. Their cities are powerless now. Meanwhile, ISIS have profited a lot, such as they unrightfully earning over $4 billion, as well as many places being destroyed by the terrorists of ISIS. Their cities looking very much like ruins.
From global point of view, it is clear that everyone is concerned about ISIS. US President Barack Obama's strategy is to break down and ultimately destroy ISIS without using US combat troops. There is a US-led coalition against ISIS. Several countries from Europe and Africa, as well as Australia and Middle East, have joined the coalition. The coalition has done airstrikes in Syria and in Iraq. Russia is not so focused on ISIS issue, but it's greatly concerned since ISIS is rather close to its borders. Russia has provided support to Syrian government to fight against ISIS. Lately, ISIS published a video where they burned a fighter pilot from Jordan. This has made the Middle East countries very furious and seeking for revenge for ISIS. China is also concerned about ISIS. China has offered help in the war effort, but Chinese assistance would come one-sidedly and outside the framework of the US-led coalition against the Islamic State.
After reading what ISIS has planned for the future, I can indeed say that ISIS seems very serious about their plans, which include the allegiance of Muslims worldwide, as well as authority over them, renaming ISIS to just the Islamic State, and many other things. Despite the fact that other countries may or may not be as worried with ISIS as Iraq, but they all show their concern and have offered their assistance in helping Iraq, whether it be simple skirmishes, battles, and even war. The reformation of ISIS has said to be the most disastrous event in international affairs since 9/11 back in 2001, which is considered quite serious, and more attention should be paid to the matter. ISIS could be considered just a minor threat to some places, but more disastrous to others, like Russia, who share the borders. However, one thing is to be said: careful watch is needed to be applied to this terrorist group, for the better or the worse.